Hi, we're Yvonne and Jeremy. We got married last year, and now we're exploring the US full-time. In our last video, we were amazed by the stunning mountains and lakes in the North Cascades National Park complex. Today, we break up the driving with a 24-hour stop in Coeur D'Alene, Idaho.
Enjoy it.
Thank
Take
you.
lots of pictures.
Morning everyone, we are in the state of Idaho today, specifically in Coeur D'Alene, Idaho, which is in the northern panhandle part of the state of Idaho, and had no idea about this place, had never heard of it until we were planning this journey, but it is really special. Coeur d'Alene is actually French, and it's used to describe the indigenous people that live here, that lived in this area. And we've made a first stop here this morning at the Old Mission State Park, which is actually an old mission that Jesuit missionaries alongside indigenous Coeur d'Alene Native Americans actually built. So we're here to find out more about the history and the story, and then to get a one-day taste of spending time in Coeur d'Alene. So we watched a 20-minute film on the history of this place, and to be totally honest, there were a ton of facts. Some of the indigenous people apparently heard about the white man's Book of Heaven, and so they sent for some Jesuit missionaries in St. Louis, and the Jesuit missionaries came here, and in 1850 to 1853 they built this church, which has fallen apart and been restored over the years. It is the oldest surviving building in the state of Idaho. So it's really interesting how they used different things at their disposal to decorate the church. For example, they originally used newspapers and painted over newspapers to line the walls, huckleberry juice to paint the ceiling of the chapel, leftover tin cans to build the original chandeliers. The indigenous people at the time saw a lot of parallels between practices of Catholicism and their own indigenous spiritual practices. So that's why they were so willing to invite these missionaries over, even though this eventually became a rest stop for people moving west, and there were a lot of different conflicts between white men and indigenous people.
Next, we grabbed a quick lunch at the Surf Shack, a local favorite for cheap burgers, sandwiches, and fries.
That was really good.
I enjoyed my choice.
Yeah, I think your Philly cheesesteak was like really good. It was really hot. Yeah, my burger was not as hot as Jeremy's, but it was still very good. It fulfilled my cravings for burgers and fries. A good cheap eat
Nice.
around here.
So while we were walking along the streets of downtown Coeur d'Alene, I was really craving a milkshake. So we went to a local ice cream shop called Abby's Ice Cream.
I got a Oreo latte shake. Taking my first sip. It's like cookies and cream, but with espresso infused in it. Coeur d'Alene just feels like a very nice resort town. So there are a lot of family-friendly activities, places that a lot of kids can go to. Also a lot of different types of water activities that you can do too, like kayaking, parasailing, jet skiing, all those things. Right now it's just a more laid-back type of day where we're just walking around and enjoying what there is here. We read a lot of good things about the Tubbs Hill Trail. It's a trail that walks along Lake Coeur d'Alene.
I don't totally remember when the last time I came to Idaho was, probably like 20 years ago. Yeah, I didn't remember Idaho being like this, with lakes, calmness. And I guess this is the northern part of the state, the northern panhandle of the state. So yeah, it's definitely something that is worth seeing. Yeah, a very relaxing place.
So this place is actually giving me sort of like some Mount Storm King Crescent Lake vibes. Except there's no ropes, no hiking, nothing, no strenuous activity. It's just a very peaceful stroll. Even though right now I'm seeing exactly the same views that I probably was seeing when I was in Mount Storm King, but that's okay because it's just a different experience. Right now I'm taking a nice late afternoon stroll with my husband. It's a change of pace, and You know, that's what marriage is about. It's about change of pace, it's about going through different seasons, you know, and about enjoying life together and keeping things exciting. Oh my gosh, we just got back to the hotel and I'm still thinking about the sushi that we just had. It was so good. The quality of fish, the reasonable price, the quantity of food too, because they actually gave us a lot for what we normally would pay for in LA. So wow, I didn't even think we would find sushi in Idaho, let alone the best sushi restaurant we've ever been to so far. Wow. Come to Idaho, guys, for sushi.